Hey, Steve.
Hey, sorry about that. All right, let's hey, you gotta show me how you do those background things at some point. But
Yo, this one is, I'm going to send you this one because you need an REI post one. Yeah, I keep
yeah.
making all these dumb things. I like it. They look good. It looks like we have an office. So, so I'm ready here.
All right, all right. All right, so let me get back to Flex here. So the address is what?
Uh, sorry, Steve.
Gotta find it in my.
I wasn't prepared for your question here. 268 Lawrence Street, ALWRENCE. NCE Street, 268. Edwardsville, there you go. Well, Lawrence.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, so here's for Lawrence.
Yeah, that's
So you go to maps. Well, for Lawrence, when you check this thing off here, it'll make the star happen on the map.
yeah. So what I did was I unchecked that and I hit maps and then I hit the circle because I knew where the house was and I built the circle from there.
Right, right.
I
If
know.
there's only one finished sale, one's not enough.
Yeah.
You need three or four at least. So that's where we can't go off only one sale.
No. I found a few, but the prices are all over the place.
For finished, painted, rehabbed, you found a $25,000 finished flip.
No, that's not finished. No, I was saying that's why they go from. I found from
No,
25,000.
but the only ones that matter to us for comp values are finished. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I was just using the $25,000 one to say, hey, guy, you see this house 4 houses down was sold for 25,000.
Right.
That's,
Right.
that's what I use that for.
Which for that's fine, but to say what it's worth to us in order to flip it, we got to go off finished value. What are we have to have several of what we're going to sell it for.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep. I clicked that off. I snapped that MLS zip off.
Right.
And then I add in my searches.
Add in all the other boards.
Well, that I didn't do.
Somebody might have listed something under a different board. You don't know.
Yeah, you're right. No, I went under the I just stayed under the Luzerne.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the only thing I did not do.
Essential in this. And then you do status.
Yes, I did status.
Right. And you want pending, contingent, close, and that's it. Oops.
And I only looked at closed at this point, just so you know.
You can usually get away with. I mean, only closed is ideal, but a lot of times it's not enough.
Yeah.
Closed only.
Yeah. No, pendant's good also. I mean, they're all. But I didn't load it up like that, just so you know. That's all.
Yeah, I mean that's because again, it's great. It's great you get the unfinished ones to say to them, "Hey, here's what the problem is."
Yeah.
Or here's what, or here, hey, listen, here's what your thing would be worth, as it is. That's great. But what really matters to us is we say, okay, here's 182,000. Obviously, a hell of a lot grander than we're ever going to be. And a lot of times, what you do is you look at the list. Yeah. We know the approximate square footage of what we're dealing with.
Yeah, we're about between 15 and 1600. It's like 1550. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths.
So we can probably say.
So I said 14 to 1600 square feet, and I put 1 to 2 bathrooms and 3 to 4 bedrooms. That's how I ran the comp.
Right. Which, I usually leave it general on that, and I mean you can certainly do it that way, but I usually just eyeball it because I'm looking to say, okay, here's two that sold around 120 that we should look into more closely. And then here's one down here that sounds very similar to us, Myers Street, Edwardsville,
Mm-hmm.
but it sold for a heck of a lot less. Why did it, and that's where I'm going to start looking at why did it sell for less? You know, is it finished? Is it renovated?
Yeah.
What's the catch?
City Brokers sold it. It looks like.
It's weird how EXP and City Brokers are combined on that one. I'm not quite sure I understand that. I have to ask Baruch about that at some point. But basically, okay, so this is really nice shape. So all right, this looks like it. Okay, so it's not flipped.
Yeah. So that kitchen, those cabinets are the cabinets this house probably has. That's equivalent.
right.
So we could paint those. That's what and I'm not a painter. That's what I was thinking. We could paint. All we do is got to change the countertop.
Well, and actually, if you look at it, that's what they did. They did a granite countertop, undermount sink, same cabinets.
Yep.
And they got $100,000 for it.
Yep.
Which is kind of what I figured the neighborhood was going to be. It was going to be around 95, 96.
Yeah.
100. So 100 quickly turns into 70 after our 70%. Turns into 60 because we're going to be stuck holding it for a while. 55, 60. Because welcome to this time of the year.
Yeah.
And you know, and again, here's another one. They did a nice facelift on it, but that is not a new bathroom.
Yeah.
So 100's probably the number for what we're talking about. Same cabinets.
Yep.
Possibly a new countertop. I can't tell.
Yeah. Same kind of basement, same kind of ceilings.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing here is this house has complete wall-to-wall paneling, which isn't. I don't like it, but
it's going to hurt our sale value.
Yeah. So I tried to look in there. We couldn't get a piece off to really look to see what is under that wall besides a 1/2 inch, you know, whatever to hold that paneling on.
Right.
I tried to look under the rugs, but I did find they have a built-in where it lifts up where they sit on a bench.
Yeah.
And there's wood floors under there. So I'm assuming there's wood floors under that mess.
Yeah, probably.
Of carpet, but who knows what shape it's in? You know what I mean? You're still gonna have to sand it down, gloss it. You know, that's what $4,000 maybe for the whole house, or
yeah. I mean,
or just the downstairs. The upstairs, you just put carpet.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, basically, probably with the paneling, we're going to be facing about another $10,000 for drywall work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put to you know, or some sort of a hit on our sale price.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Uh-huh.
Now I've heard rumor that there are guys who can skim coat paneling to make it look like drywall.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never tried that. So basically, we either say, okay, we're going to sell it for 80. You know, we're going to sell it for 80 for 90 instead of 100.
Yeah.
And so we're going to need to be done for 70. And at 70, you know, it's going to be 45. So he's probably not far off.
No.
You know,
I was thinking maybe we can get it for 40, be no more than 20 in the damn thing.
Yeah.
And Steve, if you went to it, it has pretty good bones. Like I was jumping up and down, the floor don't shake, everything's sturdy, everything's level.
How old's the roof? How old's the furnace?
So he doesn't know that. This is Chris. You know what I mean? That wholesaler kid.
Oh, okay.
So I could get that, you know, we could have him find that out. They had the whole house winterized.
All right.
The furnace done and whatever. The roof to me looks like it needs shingles on the side, but I was up in the attic and it has that high 10-foot ceiling. I took a picture and sent it to you.
Yeah, I mean, the attic looks like we might even spend a few grand up there and flip it.
I would drywall the sides of that and just I mean that would make a tremendous difference because it's a wide stairway going upstairs, and that could be a big selling point.
Yeah.
So I would think that, I like when you're there. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no.
You would definitely.
If I was,
Yeah, I know if you were feeling better, but this is a house that you would come in and say, "Oh, Mike, this is really not that bad," and maybe we could lipstick it up and maybe sell it quick. I don't know. But even
well, I think the answer here is we give them an offer of, we call them up and like, look, Chris, $35,000-$40,000, and pending a contractor walkthrough, and pending seeing the systems turned on.
Yeah, man.
Also, knowing that it's Chris tells us that he's probably got himself a $20,000 markup on this house.
Well, he says the guy's
sit down and be straight.
Yeah. Well, listen, he's willing to work with us. He's once again, I was like, yo, I got to leave. I got to talk to Steve in 15 minutes. He was talking again, I said, listen, you need to get up with my meetup groups. You need, we're starting to do something with an electric company where you can start making some passive income, and start sending me some more deals. He's like, I kind of slacked for 2 months and I'm kind of like getting back on a thing now. He has someone that's going to buy the Nana Coke one. So I said, good, but yeah. So he's one that's going to jump on board with us for doing stuff. But, he's like, listen, I could definitely probably, work on my end with you. I said, that's fine. I just got to call Steve and we got to talk and figure out where we're at,
Yeah. I mean, basically we just need to jump on the phone with them and be like, look, Chris, what do you have this house at? Don't try to play and buy our games with us. We'll teach you, but 45 is too much. What do you actually have it at?
Yeah. And, I can say, listen, what can you do for me? Because 45 ain't working for us.
Yeah. I mean, because really where it should get it is 30.
Yeah. I don't want to start playing, saying, maybe he's tell us the numbers or not or whatever. I mean, I could be mean like that, jump at him. I didn't want to be too rough on him. I'm trying to
right. But the thing is, 40 is screaming high. 40 means that if we're lucky, we win. If we're not lucky, we lose.
Yes.
Because 40 will put us 70 into it, and that means okay. Then we pay our private money lender 7. And I'm sorry, wait a second. So if we're going to sell it for 90. So we're going to take off 27, so we're at 60. Or 70 if we sell it for 100. And at 40, we're all of 60 or 70 by the time we have holding costs.
Yeah, we're going to be around 60 grand.
Yeah, 60. Well, so if we're lucky, we're at 60.
Yeah, if we're lucky.
Very easily, we're at 70, 75.
Mm-hmm.
So 40 is a dangerous number for us.
Yeah.
And 45 is almost too dangerous. I mean, do I feel like it'll probably move? Sure. Yeah. But
that's why I want to, if I'll talk to him, I'm going to reach out to him.
I mean, but here's the thing. These are the kinds of conversations that I'll usually have before I'll even go to a house. This is why I don't go to a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, I see things selling around 100. Those are houses that don't have paneling. That's expensive. Either it's expensive to fix or expensive to discount the price by. And like Chris, here's where the numbers are at. 40 maybe, but realistically that leaves us in a lot of risk. Unless he JVs with us.
Yeah.
And we say, hey, listen, what do you have the house at? Maybe we bring him in as a 3-way partner.
But don't forget, we're borrowing money from TJ.
Yeah.
So
that's another reason why 40 is too high.
Yeah, because unless we want to borrow from somebody else,
Doesn't matter who we borrow from. It's
Yeah, well, TJ's money's a little bit more expensive for us. Not that we pay anything, but we're giving up. You know, he wants a third when I borrow his money.
but realistically, a third of the profit and 10% of the money is not going to be that far off this time around.
Yeah. Yes, this time. Because
Right. Because we're going to make 20 grand if we're lucky. A third of it's 7,000. If we borrow 70 grand from him, it's 10% 7,000.
yeah. You're right.
You know, so that's not so much it. That it's more a matter of that TJ and Chris may be the only ones that make money off this.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Um,
I just thought I don't know what it'd be worth just sitting there like that, you know? Because he does have people looking, like, you know, people are interested. Like, this kid doesn't know how to market. He is under contract, and he still has the for sale by owner sign up in the front yard with their owner's phone number. I said, Chris, do you have it under contract? He's like, yeah. I go, why is this owner for sale by owner sign here?
yeah, that should be his sign.
I go, take that down. And because the owner's now going to get phone calls, I said, I could be that dirtbag that calls the owner, because I drove by the other night and I saw it there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, thank you. I'm going to just take it down. I said, you should. If you have it under contract, that's got to come down. And I'm just giving you my advice. You know, you do what you want to do, I said. But I said, I know Steve would be snapping that down. I would definitely snap it down. You know, if it's under contract, it's yours. It's your house. Why is he calling the owner? You know? I said, because
that should be his sign. If you know that.
Yeah, it should be. It should say, call Chris. Here's my number. Whatever your company name is, or however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's not. Oh, thanks. I'm just learning, you know. Listen, he's a motivated kid, and he, you know, whatever. He's done some stuff, but
yeah. But I mean,
he asked me about that attorney that does closings that you use, that you said, Mike, we're never using him. Toronto starts with a T, I think.
Toronto?
Yeah.
Well, who uses him?
Well, he says he was using him for something. He's like, and
if he wants to wait 40 years, that's fine.
Well, that's what they said. They said it would take 4 to 6 weeks to close or something.
Yeah.
I go, listen to me. I said, I'm not going to tell you who to use and not to use, but I haven't heard good things about them.
So, yeah, I mean,
I said, use Bilbo Abstract and Kingston if you can, or whoever. You use whoever you want. I'm just telling you, you know, I've known people that waited a long time. So I said, I would not use them. They're not our closing people.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'll feel them out to see where we're at, you know. It's crazy because even the bathroom, Steve, I'm starting to turn into you now, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, we could paint the cabinets. I don't like blue, the blue tile, but the tiles are fine.
No, they are.
I mean, we can maybe make it work, you know. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, that to sell for top number, that bathroom has to be gutted.
Yes.
To sell for some less than top number, we can do less, but the problem is to sell for less than top number.
Yeah. Well, hey, if we're not in a lot of money, if we could get in there for $10,000 and sell it for 70, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. But if we get in there for 10, we sell it for 70. Guess who's made money? Chris has made money. The contractor's made money, and our money guys made money.
Yeah, well, if we get
we haven't made anything.
35, we're in for 45. I know it's all numbers. I was just thinking.
You know where you were. But think about it. 70 means after closing, we're going to be 65. We're going to pay 6 or 7 to a lender, maybe more, some holding costs. That's 55. We have cost of purchase, cost of insurance, cost of taxes. That's 50. We paid 45 for it. What do we have?
No, we can't do it at 45. No.
Right.
But if I could get 10,000 off, you know, if I can get,
but I guess what I'm saying is, it's very hard to look at it and say, well, if we don't do the bathroom, we don't do the this, we don't do the that. Okay, but then how much of a hit are you as the buyer gonna make me take as the end buyer?
Yeah.
So to me, whether we go in there and we sell for 70 and we only put 10 in, we sell for 100, we put 30 in, it's the same number.
Yeah.
I think the house is worth doing, but I think we got to find out how much room he's got.
Yeah. All right. So
Um,
that's what I got to do.
that's really where it comes down, because 45, could we survive? Yeah, probably would make 5,000.
Yeah.
Or is that worth the time?
Okay.
Are you all right, man? You look like you're sick.
No. We were. I've been running around doing work all day outside.
Oh,
So I have like the outside face, and then I was going to go to the gym, and yeah, no, that's it.
did you finally get his bed all put together?
It's in his room, but it's been drying outside with the varnish and stuff like that, so it really wasn't drying because it's so cold out. So I put it in his room.
Okay.
It looks good. I just didn't put the sides on because it's crazy. It's still the top piece. It's still a little wet because it's out in the garage and it's 20 degrees outside. So,
Okay.
it's not drying right. So I got to put it, I put the bottom part in his house and it's drying up now. I'll put the top pieces in tomorrow and then we'll see what happens. But it looks good. It holds his mattress. So his mattress is on it.
Oh, that's good.
Sturdy.
That's good.
So yeah, we just got to finish it up. He just, whatever. It's his birthday today. So we're going to drink at home at the bar here and
Oh, that's good.
play some music. And yeah, so I'm going to work on this guy, Chris.
All right. And
He wants to be like us. He says, I laugh all the time. I want to be like you and Steve. I said, yeah. I said, you don't want to be like me.
then jump on the bandwagon, dude. All right, so what are our next steps on post and RECN?
The REI post. So I was making a flyer.
Yeah.
I've been making a flyer that's easy, that explains everything for the post.
Okay.
How do I make this smaller? So what I was gonna do, Steve, was I was gonna start emailing people on Craigslist with this flyer that are selling homes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Hey, blah, blah, blah. And instead of me putting up ads, I'm going to reach out to all these people, all these real estate investors that have stuff up.
Right.
I'm going to put a link to the thing. I'm going to put a link to how easy it is to use, a flyer. They can't stop me from doing that. They cannot ban me from that.
No. And
I'm going
we want to do the same thing for every real estate investor that's on Facebook, every real estate investor on every meetup group on Meetup.
Yeah, so that was my whole, that's my new thing now. I figured if I can make a flyer, and just very simple, it says, the REI post made for the real estate investor. And then it explains all the stuff it does, how easy it is to put an ad, how you could do a store and it's free and you could chat and there's different levels of stuff. I figure it's a 1-page flyer, very simple that, just bullet points and some stuff, and go there and start listing your stuff. That's it.
Right. Now, after you make the flyer though, are we better off spending 20 or 30 bucks on some Fiverr person to distribute it, to hit every investor, hit every whatever? Or is that something you think we
No, we could do that. I just wanted to see where it takes us. Do I get in trouble? Do I get a letter, hey, you're soliciting, or so let me just see. I don't mind hitting a few out.
Okay. All right.
I'll go hit 100 this weekend. I'll just email 100 people, see what kind of hey, asshole, stop sending me stuff. We'll see what happens.
Right. Now, the other thing we got to do, and is we have to change the data. And I'll forward you this thing for this Barney. We need to take the stuff that's in need to fill out the mortgage documents, basically. We need to fill out the mortgage documents for the Spanish people, which is basically take this loan document here that I'm sending you now and fill it in and fill in the appropriate spots with the name of the seller, the name of the lender, the name of the borrower, and all that crap. Is that something you can knock out?
If I have all their information, yeah.
All right, cool.
And and I'll send it back to you, because if it ain't right, don't.
Yeah. Right. No.
I've never
I
done this
figure
before, so
if you and I can knock it out, then we give it to the lawyer and we say, here you go, John, everything's filled in, just check it for us. Because I want to try to keep, he's going to use John Rogers for the lawyer, and I want to try to keep it under the $400 legal fee we told him was coming.
okay.
I'm just sending you. So, but yeah, we actually have they actually signed for 12%, 2,000 to us, $400 lender fee. So all the information's in this. I just sent you.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get that thing closed out next week.
And then, so I just click on the loan doc, open that up
Yep.
and fill it out.
Exactly. Open it up and just just read through it. If it says, in that version, Starmount Investment Group or Ofer Sternberg is the lender. So every time that comes up, you put in Rangesh's lender name.
Okay. And
Every time
okay.
B or Barney Street comes up, you replace that with the borrower.
Okay.
Basically these documents are really good. I don't know if the lawyer is going to want to change them, but these documents probably they're what all else being equal, these are what we're going to probably use and let any lawyer who wants to change them. That way this way we can sort of start cranking it through. Also, Al Clements, who's the realtor for the buyer on this one, might give you a call. He's got some other people that might want to borrow money. And I told him, I said, look, I said, I'm helping Mike learn this, whatever, but it's his show. I said, but just say, he's like, well, I got these people who are FHA qualified, but they want to do something else. I said, if they've only got 3 or 4%, don't waste our time. If they don't have 5 or 10, or if they don't have 5, 10, 15%, or if they don't have 10, 15, 20%, I said, don't even bother.
Yeah.
I said, it's got to be a really good deal for a private lender to want to take the deal.
Yeah. We should tell everyone it's 20%.
Pretty much.
20% and what, 8% interest?
No, 12.
12.
It's 12. It's 12 unless they get lucky.
Yeah.
So it's I mean you can tell them 8 to 12, but tell them more often than not it's double digits.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, listen, it's 10 to 12, but I only see 12.
Yeah.
Just be honest with them. I'll tell whoever you're gonna tell, they need 20% down, and it's probably gonna run at 12% for 3 to 5 years, correct?
For up to 3 to 5 years. Rangesh honestly wants to do 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
So it's like, look, and tell them, look, you shouldn't need this for more than a year or two, because if you can't in a year or two refinance out or sell the deal, then you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Because if do you really want to spend 48% interest over 4 years?
No, that's crazy amount of money, Steve.
Yeah.
Unless
so
unless it's money going to us.
Yeah. I mean, now in reality, at the end of 2 years, if they want an extension, I'm going to tell Rangesh to take it, because why wouldn't you take 12%?
Yeah.
But in his head, he wants to turn them over faster.
Yeah.
Which for us, we wanted to turn over faster because we only get paid on the front.
Yeah, of course. But to me, I don't understand. Like, he wants to. So I got someone at 12%. They're borrowing our money, and he wants to close them up real quick to go get another loan at 12%. That makes 0 sense.
I haven't gotten him past that yet, but that's
Yeah,
that's
I know,
where
but-
his head's at now.
Yeah. But for us, it works because we get paid, we keep getting paid.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
care.
So for our purpose, you're like, hey, you know, we typically do it for a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. Oh, can we do 5? Well, maybe we can do 5, but, and that's where, you know, what I told Ryan Guess, like you write it for a year, you charge them $1,000 extension fee every year, so you pick up an extra grand.
And
Yeah.
you're keeping them.
Yeah.
Well, soon we'll have our own
Right.
money, Steve. We can do that all day long.
Let's start making some money.
Yeah. All right.
Let's
So
get,
I'm gonna.
and let's get service pros out there too.
Yeah, I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna call that guy Chris and see what he could do.
All right, cool.
You know, I'm gonna tell him, listen, we need to be around 30 for us to work for us.
Yeah.
You know, and we could close quick. Because don't forget, I also have that other house to go look at in Wilkes-Barre for 15.
Right. Oh, I thought this was that. Okay. Oh, yeah. So when are you going to see that one?
I'm waiting for her. She says hopefully hopefully this week coming up.
Okay.
You know, so whichever one works. I already called TJ to see if he's still on board, you know.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I got 2 deals coming up, you know. So he's like, I'm in. Okay. So I know the money's there.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. So that's all. So I know I the money's set and we just got to find a deal we like and do it.
Yep.
As long as the numbers match. All right, Steve, thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks. Talk to you later. Thank you.
Feel better and I'll let you know what goes on with this money.
Yeah, I'm probably back on my feet tomorrow. We'll talk more tomorrow. All right. Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.